And we are live. Let's count down. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this very special broadcast from the Economic Empowerment Department of the Greater Phoenix Urban League. We're here to talk to you today about our, I would say, a flagship program of our small business and entrepreneurship activities here at the Greater Phoenix Urban League, and it is the WE RISE Business Accelerator program that we are producing partnership with Local First Arizona. So we're here to talk about that program. The application for the fourth cohort has just opened up, and we want to tell you all about the program and tell you how you can participate, how you can apply, and just the details about the program and all the benefits that come along with it. Today we have Carmen Adecosi, the program director for the WE RISE program at the Local First Arizona, as well as Joe Diggs of Go Joe's LLC, a participant of the program, to talk about his experience and the benefits that he's been able to obtain from participating in the program. But before we get started, if you are new to the broadcast or if you're new to the Urban League's broadcast, we would like you to like, comment, and share. Let the world know that you're with us. We want to get as many people to the broadcast as possible. We want to let as many people become informed about this program and how they can apply, and we need your help to make sure that happens. So again, can you like, comment, share? If you are watching us now, let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you're a former participant or current participant of the program, let us know that as well, because we would love to bring you into the program, into the discussion, and maybe you can give some insight and some advice for those in the audience who are unsure about whether they qualify, whether they are right for the program, and things of that sort. So we'll get into discussion in just a moment. So again, like, comment, share, let the world know that you are with us. And we'll get into the conversation right about now. So firstly, I would like to introduce Carmen Adecosi, the program director for the WE RISE program. Carmen, you're on mute.
Yes, thank you. I was just about to unmute myself there.
Welcome.
Thank you, thank you. First, I just want to say thanks again to the Urban League for putting together this info session. I really enjoy working with the Urban League. Happy to have you, Urban League, on board as a community partner for the We Rise program. And the support that Mr. McPherson, Jerry, has been giving us has just been amazing. The We Rise program, We Rise is a 6 month business education program where we work specifically with Black-owned businesses here in Arizona. So for 6 months, businesses are being exposed to what we call nuts and bolts of running a business. So the fundamental skills and knowledge you need to be able to run a business. So we are talking about business development. We are talking about business credit and financing. So those critical components to set your business up for success. So for 6 months, we take you through that process, what that looks like, and it's coupled with lots of mentoring resources, and you're in a cohort. So you're in a cohort with other Black-owned businesses who are going through the process as you, and they're there to support you, and you're going through the process together. And it's been an honor to be leading this program. We are, again, recruiting for our fourth cohort, so I'm happy to be here to answer any questions that folks may have today.
Thank you, Carmen, and I can't thank you enough for the work that you put in building this program from the ground up, to be quite frank. So far, we're in cohort number 3, and I guess that would give us about maybe 75 small business owners and entrepreneurs who have been able to learn from your contributions and your tutelage. So we, the Greater Phoenix community, thanks you for your time, energy, and effort. So we're looking forward to hearing more about the WE RISE program. Also joining us today is one of the cohort members for the third cohort, if I'm not mistaken. We have Joe Diggs of Go Joe's LLC. Joe, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you, Jerry. Glad to be here. I'm Joe Diggs. I'm the owner and operator of Go Joe's. We're a food enterprise, and I recently retired and always wanted to dream of owning my own restaurant. And I applied for this cohort through the Local First program. which we do in conjunction with the Urban League. I was excited to be part of it because in Arizona, Phoenix specifically, there's a growing influx of African American people who are coming to the Valley, which is wonderful. I've been here for 25 years. I can tell you, I've seen that change gradually over time, and I like it. And this is a program that teaches us about empowerment, chasing your dreams, and the economic realities of running and opening a business. I would recommend anybody who is thinking about a business, currently in a business, or just starting out to apply to become a member of the cohort. My mother used to tell me anytime somebody wants to give you training, it's like free money. If you were to actually put a dollar value on what we learned in our cohort, I think that it's worth thousands of dollars, and yet we get it. And we get the knowledge of some very good experts and mentors to help us along the way for absolutely nothing. We get it for free. As a matter of fact, the We Rise program has built some great partnerships with other organizations throughout the Valley as part of Local First. Uh, and you get the benefit from those partnerships. So I, as a brand new person who was brand new to owning his own business, there was a lot of stuff when I started out I did not know. But every week I learned something new. Through the cohort, we work together with other Black entrepreneurs like ourselves. You can develop some friendships and some mentors, even just amongst your peer groups, because oftentimes we break down into peer groups. And the work of some of our previous cohort folks is actually work that it's so well done. We use it as a guidepost to help us. So it's, the kind of the deal where we're all, as a community, we're helping each other get to the place where we want to be. So that's what I like about being part of it. And I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm going to finish up, get my certificate, and be ready to go sell this good DC based food, everybody.
Oh, we love it. We love it.
If you get them half
Great.
smokes, you know, you know.
I'm,
Yes.
Carmen, you got me. I was talking on mute.
Yeah.
Joe, I was just saying, I was love to hear it, and very excited, to hear more about your experience. But definitely excited to taste some of that DC inspired cuisine. I got plenty of friends from that area, so I should be well informed. So we'll see.
We got them chicken wings and mambo sauce waiting for you.
The mambo sauce. I love to hear more about that. Right. So where were we? So Carmen, well, let me back up, Joe. I just wanted to kind of emphasize something that you mentioned. You said the realities of running a small business. And I want you all to know this program isn't designed to give you fluff, to give you all the excitement and I guess the fallacy that you're going to start a business and be successful. This program is designed to teach you the nitty gritty. It's designed to teach you the nuts and bolts of it, why it's tough, the challenges that you're going to experience. So, Joe, I'm really excited that you mentioned that, and that's one thing we'll dive a bit deeper into later in the conversation. But Carmen, We Rise program, tell us about the origins of this and how it came to be.
Okay. So We Rise, I was brought on board to build the We Rise program back in, I believe, 2021. Yes, that's when I was brought on board. And Local First, this is something that they've been wanting to do for a very long time. And I was given a few months to do some research, to better understand the entrepreneurial ecosystem here in Arizona better, and to really speak with some folks, to get an understanding of what is needed and how can Local First, how can we build a program that's really going to meet people where they're at. So participants come to class on a biweekly basis via Zoom. And during that time, they are introduced to it's like a 2-hour workshop, modules. For 2 hours, they are learning something related to business. So currently, our folks are learning about how to write a business plan. And last night, in fact, Jerry here was our guest speaker, which Jerry is really good with the numbers. Let me just put it like that. And he came and dropped some knowledge for our participants on how to develop a profit and loss statement, balance sheet, break even analysis. So it was a heavy conversation yesterday. So every 2 weeks, our folks are learning something new, right? So our folks are now learning how to write a business plan. And I'm going to leave it to Joe to kind of share his experience so far. So every 2 weeks, there's something new. So we start with the program initially with learning about business finance. When I say business finance, our folks are do like a proper inventory of take good stock of their products and services and whether they're making a profit or whether they're making a loss and how they can navigate through that, right? So we go all the way to business model development, where we teach you how to develop a business model canvas, to a value proposition canvas, helping you with your marketing. So there's a variety of things that we've curated and modules that we've designed ourselves in-house. Um, my team and I happen to have a curriculum design background, so we spend a lot of time researching, not just researching, but we also have experience working with entrepreneurs. So over the years, we've acquired a lot of experience and knowledge on how to work with entrepreneurs and entrepreneurial education. So I know that was a lot, but I hope that answers your question.
Absolutely. And another thing I wanted to highlight, you mentioned, the everything that you all learned from leading this program. So coincidentally, if you have not been able to take advantage of the program thus far, maybe there's an application process, so maybe you applied and didn't get accepted into the program, or maybe it's the first time you're hearing about it. You're probably at a slight, better advantage than your predecessors because, this will be the fourth time going around, right? And we'll learn
Yes.
from our own experiences. So, again, plenty of reasons to apply, but that's just another tidbit that you dropped on us. So, Joe, Carmen mentioned the business plan. She kind of gave you the opportunity to enlighten what that experience was like. For those of us who are already in business or thinking about business, the business plan is integral to your success and your development and your growth and your activities and your execution. It's the blueprint. But tell us what creating that business plan meant for you and running your business.
Thank you, Jerry. It meant a lot. When I went into it, like I said, I have 25 years was a union organizer and representative. So basically, I wasn't really doing anything circulating around business per se. But I always knew I wanted to cook. Always wanted my own business, wanted my own restaurant down the road, and that's still the goal. But going into business and having the dreams of a business and then having to learn the nuts and bolts of how you get there is what was the best part of this particular program in this cohort. When we started out with a business plan, I had a book, Business Plan for Dummies. Yeah, I bought that. But it is nothing compared to what you get live here. They were asking questions at the very beginning. It made me wonder, like, man, do I even want to do this? Like, I didn't even know what COGS were. I'm just going to tell you, cost of goods and services. I know that now. But before I started out, I wasn't aware of this because if you're coming to this business, if you're coming into business brand new, you may not know these things. But you do need these deals, these sections to help get financing and actually to show you the direction that you really might actually need to be in. The cohort helped me develop sections of the business plan to see where the ideas that I thought that were might be good, like in my mind, it sounded good. But once you put them down on paper and apply them in reality, when I mean reality, the hard numbers of, do you have a market? Is there people who want this? You may think that you have the best of whatever it is that you're making, but do you have a marketing plan and distribution? All these different things that you need to take into consideration. How much money is it going to cost me to build this or to see my vision through? Am I bootstrapping it, like doing it on the side? Or where can I get access to financing and how much financing will it take? These are all things that are going to point to the direction of your ability to make your dream come true and what it's going to take to do that. And once you start looking at the amount of work it takes, it does help clarify some things. The beauty of it is that at the end of this cohort, which mine is developing nicely, I would like to say, is by the time you're done, you're going to have a full-on business plan in hand, something that you can go into to talk to potential investors, potential bank loans. It even gives you, may even change the way you decide to spend your money and how you spend your money up front and how the best, most efficient way to do it. That's what we've done here at Go Joe's. It started out with the idea of a restaurant. And we, once I started applying the business plan model, started putting in the different sections as we went along, I started understanding that there were some things that I needed to change in my time frame on when I wanted to arrive at that, and how could I make it through getting there financially. So I was able to use what I learned through the business plan model that we were doing, the business plans that we were developing, to give me a better idea of that. It also put me in touch with other resources that were able to help me capture information I wasn't aware of before, but then became aware of. So when we have these biweekly meetings, and we have all these guest speakers, such like Jerry and others who come in, they give us this wealth of knowledge. It helps put what we think we know into a better context. You may come through and say, "Man, you know what? I thought I didn't have a chance, but look at this. I'm actually further ahead than I thought I was." And others, you may find that, well, I thought this was a good idea. Maybe I need to go this route, or maybe I need to do a little more digging. Because when you're investing in your own business as an entrepreneur, it's your money in your name. So you want to make sure that you have every opportunity to capitalize. And my experience so far in this cohort, I'm in the third cohort now, has been nothing but positive in terms of the ability to assess what it is I'm trying to do, and my ability and what my chances of success are, and also to set myself up to be able to get financing, so I don't have to be bootstrapping, so to speak, or trying to cobble stuff together, because there's money and grants available there, but the folks are going to want to see a legitimate looking business plan, and that's what we're going to come out of this with. That's my goal, and that's what we're working towards.
Uh, great, great to hear it, Joe. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit, but it wasn't until you said "go-go" that it just dawned on me. I should have picked up on it, that it was there was ties to DC to that. So just reading it doesn't say, but we say "go-go" about the music, and light bulbs go off. So I get it now. But I just wanted to touch on something that you mentioned, and I will let Carmen elaborate on it a bit. Is Joe mentioned financing, and I know that this cohort has an opportunity to get funding from a local institution. So would you like to elaborate on what's the existing relationship for this third cohort?
Yeah, so one of the things that we do in the We Rise program is we have what we call the matching grant initiative. So for the 6 months that our participants are in the program, we encourage them to save $1,000, and we will match that with an additional 1,000. And we have a partnership with the Arizona Federal Credit Union where they help us facilitate this process, right? So our folks, they open up what we call a business savings account with the Arizona Federal Credit Union, and they are making regular deposits into their accounts, their business savings account. So at the end of the program, once they've successfully saved this 1,000, we match that with an additional 1,000. And during this program, we have one of the senior banker over at Arizona Federal Credit Union will partake in our class and teach our folks about business credit. We have a module that we called credit and credit worthiness. So they have an idea of the folks who are going through our program, and they'll even do credit consultation with our folks who are in the program. And during this time, we also encourage our folks to bank locally. At Local First, we believe in the power of the local economy. We believe in local banking. So we encourage our folks to foster relationships with the likes of Arizona Federal Credit Union or other local banks here in Arizona that we work with. So building that relationship with your banker, with the banks, we believe it's so important because your banker is able to help you meet you where you're at when you are looking for funding for your business. So to get our folks a head start with that, we encourage them to open up their business savings account and continue using an account with Arizona Federal Credit Union or any other local bank, again, to build that relationship with their banker so the banker can advocate for them on their behalf when it's time for when they need that loan, to take out that loan, or opportunities to advance their business.
Yeah, indeed. So, when it comes to running the business, particularly if you're an upstart, a small business, that's one of the challenges that we often hear is the access to capital. And folks may have been in business for a number of years, but they haven't developed a relationship with their local financial institution,
Yes.
or the banking with the entity that is so big that you don't know who your bank is, you don't have a relationship with them. Great thing about this program is the moment you start learning, maybe your business not even started yet, right? You're able to begin developing that relationship immediately, begin picking up some of those habits that will effectively make it a little bit easier to get access to some of that capital. And that's just a great incentive for anyone interested in participating in this cohort. So definitely looking forward to the outcomes. I just wanted to go back a little bit and just talk about some of maybe the more basic pieces of information. What is the cost of this program?
That's a great question. Actually, let's ask Joe. Joe, what is the cost of this program?
That would be zero.
Well, asterisk, $0, but it's definitely a time commitment, right? Like I think we.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase it. In terms of actual cash, zero. Time, depending on what you charge for your time, yeah, it is time intensive. You have homework, and you have the classes and stuff. Then you have peer group meetings, and then stuff like that. So the only thing that's really going to cost you is the time, but it's time well spent. It's stuff that you're getting. Like I said in prior, if you put a cash value on what you're going to come away from out of this, if you paid somebody in real dollars, what you're getting basically for what is your time, and you're way ahead of it. So yeah, in dollars wise, it didn't cost me much, and in time, I'm lucky I had the time, but the time is what is going to cost you the most.
And great answer, because I definitely wanted to hear both of those facts, right? Like there's $0 out of pocket, but I think we all should be mindful that there is a time commitment. There's homework, there's learning, there's a commitment needed, and out of respect for all of the other applicants who won't make it, it's important that you accept this responsibility and truly dedicate and commit to the program, as well as yourself and the business as a result of that.
Jerry, can I say?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry,
Joe.
I didn't mean to. I did want to say something about what you just said because it was important. There are a lot of people who are going to apply and may not make it. And I feel like on days, and this is what I'm going to tell you, on days when you're like, oh man, we got that class. Oh my God, I'm sorry. You think about the fact that there are other brothers and sisters out there who really wanted to get in here and didn't. You made the cut. And so you kind of have a responsibility. We're all about brotherhood and community here, but you owe your community your best effort in that, because some people couldn't get in and you're taking a spot that they couldn't take. I think we had one lady in our peer group, her circumstances changed, so she left because she didn't want to just hog it up. And she said to us, she said, I feel bad about leaving because I feel bad because somebody didn't get this spot and things changed on me suddenly. So yeah, I just wanted to point out, I didn't mean to interrupt you, brother, but I just thought that was an important point to make. Because even when you're tired, you just think about the fact that there are others who wanted to get in and couldn't get in. I'm just glad I made the cut.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. Thank you for pointing that out. That is valuable information to share. And again, to be mindful, this is a competitive process, right? So I sat on the interview panel. I might have participated in, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 interviews out of 70.
Yes.
All right. So it's definitely a competitive process. And it's been this way for the past couple of years. And it's only going to possibly get more competitive. Don't want to discourage anyone, but bring your A game is the moral of the story. So in a moment, we're going to go through the application process to show you how simple or maybe how complicated it is. But as of today, what is the deadline for those to apply?
Yeah, so I know I had cut you off there. I wanted to say, yes,
Please.
we've interviewed, I think a little over 100 people now have gone through this process that we interview. And yes, it's competitive, and we take this job very seriously. Once you're admitted, we invest in your growth. We have a community of mentors, folks who we recruit to who volunteer their time, people who've been seasoned Black entrepreneurs throughout the Valley who've been in business for years, decades, who are willing to share their resources, their network, to help folks get to the next level. So when you are accepted into this program, know that we are invested in you as much as you are invested into this program. So we take it very, very seriously. So with that being said, the application for the fourth cohort has been open since May, and we are wrapping up next week. So if you have not yet, I encourage you. Our application, we're getting an influx of applicants. So I want to encourage you all to, make that effort, submit that application, and also feel free to contact me. I'm sure I'll leave my contact details if you want to chat with me about the program. Any questions at all? I'm here for that.
Sure. And as you see scrolling on the bottom of your screen, there is a link to the application. So if you want to, it's pretty simple to know. It also will be posted in the comments in the feed, and no matter what channel you're viewing this program on, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, you'll have a quick link to apply. But again, in just a moment, we'll go through the application process so you can see truly how simple it is, and get an idea of the information that they're looking for. Application closes next week. So you have about a week to go ahead and get your information together and, kind of get it submitted and throw your hat into the ring so you can be one of the members of the next cohort of the We Rise program. So I'll go ahead and show the application process if you all are ready for that. And then we'll come back, take some questions, and maybe wrap up and get you all on your day and get to fill out that application sooner rather than later. I'm sorry, Joe, did you have something?
No, I was just saying, fill it out. Fill out that application. That's all I'm saying.
Got it. And so we'll go through the application process, and we'll come back and take questions if you have any.
Is basically an overview of who you are. So we're looking at your personal information, an overview of your business, and then there's a short answer question. So these are for the first section, your typical questions that are asked on an application, your first and last name, if you have a preferred name, et cetera, et cetera. We also do ask for your t-shirt size, as towards the end of the program, we like to provide every participant with a We Rise t-shirt as some sort of memorandum of their experience and time in the program. We also ask you what city in Arizona you're based in. This is information for us to know, so we know where businesses are kind of scattered out throughout in the Valley. We want to know if you self-identify as a Black-owned business. Again, given that this is for Black-owned businesses, selecting this option will prompt you to answer a bunch of other questions for We Rise. But if you answer no, then the application just kind of shuts you out. We also ask you if you are available during the time of when the accelerator, the program is happening. I know the dates on here right now says January 26, 2022. So that is the correct date. We want to know where you've heard about the We Rise program from. We want to know about this, as these are our community partners, so we know where to advertise with them. Now, this is a section of the application that we ask people to definitely take your time. It's even recommended that you copy these questions and paste it into another doc to work on it until you're ready to submit. So we want to know the name of your business. We want you to provide us with a brief description of your business. Please paint a picture for us. We want to understand who you are, what you do, what your business is. So we ask for folks not to be vague, during this part of the application, because giving us vague answers doesn't really give us much to work from. So tell us when you started your business. Is your business registered? If your business is not registered, that is okay. We are not asking for businesses to be registered. We just want to know where the business is at the moment. If you have any social media platforms that you use, please provide it so we can take a look. If you don't have it, that is okay as well. If you have a physical location, please provide that as well. Do you have a business plan? I know in the past we've had people assume that they need to have a business plan to be a part of the program. You do not need to have a business plan to be a part of the program. The reason why we ask this question, again, is to get an overview of where your business is at. If you do have a business plan, please submit it. So we want to take a look at, okay, what areas of the business plan do you need to strengthen? Or what areas are missing that we can help you create during your time in the We Rise program? Any funding that you've raised for your business, please share it with us. Again, we just want to know where you're at with the business. If you haven't raised any funds, that is completely okay as well. Tell us about your operating costs. And then this is the other part where we ask for folks to tell us what stage of the business do they believe they fall in. So ideation stage is for the folks, let's say you're still brainstorming your idea, you're not really sure what it is you want to do, you're still thinking about it, you don't exactly have a refined idea yet, and your idea is not operational, meaning you have not made any sales, you haven't sold anything, it's purely an idea. Are you a startup? Meaning, do you have more than 1 year of business operational experience? Then this is for you. So you have 1 year of business operational experience, but your business could use some aspects, meaning that there are big things that are missing with your business. You don't have a business model, you don't have a business plan, you're not really sure about your pricing strategy, you need assistance with business credit. This is you. You are operational and you need assistance with being operational. Growth and establishment stage. You have started your business, you've been in business for 5 years, you have a solid business plan, you need help with implementing HR policies, you need help with talent acquisition, you need help with scaling your business, meaning you are making, let's say, over $300,000 and you are good to go, something along those lines. All right, and then we have our short answer questions. This is, again, where we want to get to know your business. So tell us about your business here. What special value does your business provide, right? So why is your business amazing? Why is it the next best thing out there? And I like to say, why is your business the next best thing since sliced bread, right? What's that special sauce that you have that you need to convince us that it's amazing, right? What are your goals for your business and how would this business accelerator help you achieve these goals? Again, tell us what you want to achieve with your business, right? And why would the accelerator program be the one to help you with that? Another thing that I want to say for question number 2, what special value does your service or product has? I've seen people put down our special value is that we are a Black-owned business. No, I'm going to tell you now that is not your special value. Being a Black-owned business does not make you the next best thing since sliced bread. What makes you special is, do you have amazing customer service? Are you doing something innovative that hasn't been done before? Right? So that's that special sauce that makes your business stand out. Tell us how you're going to give back to the community with your business. Tell us about a time that you overcame an obstacle, right? So again, take your time with this section of the application. We've seen people rush through this and provide us with vague answers, and we're not really, we leave confused. We're not really sure where your business is at or who you are. So paint a picture for us to understand who you are, what it is you do with your business. And if you have any additional information or any resources you think that would help with your candidacy into submitting application into We Rise, please add it. I've seen folks add a video. I've seen folks add a resume. I've seen folks add an article, maybe an article that was written about them, an award, whatever it is that you want to add to show us that, okay, this is who I am. This is my business. Please go ahead and add it. Now, if you have any questions or need assistance with filling out the application, by all means, you can sign up for office hours. You can email me, and we can set up a time to meet, and I can assist you with the application. So this is an overview of the We Rise application, and thank you all so much.
Carmen, thank you so much for that very informative presentation on how to apply for the We Rise program. You definitely touched upon some very important facets in the application process. So definitely want to commend you for being as complete and accurate as you were, as well as the quick wardrobe change. But
Right. You know, when you're in this business, you gotta be sharp and always on it. So yeah.
gotta be quick, right?
Yeah.
Carmen has the whole team behind her, so
Right.
it shows. No, but on the serious note, thank you so much for giving that level of detail. You touched upon so much information. Hopefully, this provides a full understanding of the application process. There's a bit of information being asked for, but you can only provide what you have. But give us as much as that's available to you. If you don't already have a business plan, hey, that's why you are looking to be a part of a program, right? So you can properly write one with the necessary information versus just throwing words on paper. If you already have one, great, you're ahead of the curve. Maybe you just need to fine tune it. Maybe you created something that isn't actually a business plan, or it's not what potential investors or lenders are looking for. Maybe there's some things left out. Regardless of the matter, wherever you are, gather your information and come to the application process and submit. We need you involved. We are looking to impact as many people in our community as we possibly can. And we want the best and we want the brightest and we want to help you get to the next level. And that's what the We Rise program does.
Can I add something quickly on that? I wanted to add, so with the business plan writing modules, the instructor, the person that teaches these classes, he actually has over 10 years of business plan writing experience. So you are in good hands. And we take this very seriously. Every cohort that graduates, one of the things we do is we do a retrospective where we assess our curriculum. We do a retrospective to see, okay, what has worked, what hasn't worked, how can we continue to tweak these modules to be relevant and to meet the needs of where our folks are at. So I say all this to say that we are delivering quality content to you all. Again, we take this stuff very, very seriously. My team and I, we constantly work. I would say maybe we meet maybe 2 hours or more once a week or more to refine and tune the contents in the curriculum. So again, I say all this to say that you're in good hands.
Yes, indeed, they are. You mentioned the instructors. Marcus particularly has been on the job. He's been on top of it, and I've personally seen his development, cohort to cohort, and we're all learning, throughout. So I can definitely see the quality of the content and the delivery and the impact it's made on the participants. So again, if you haven't already participated, you may be a little bit lucky because you're benefiting from the experience of those that come before you. I went ahead and put the link in the chat and how to apply localfirstaz.com/we rise. They are Local First Arizona. I can't thank you all enough for the work that you all have put forth to deliver this program to the community in such an effective manner. And of course, Karma, who is now leading that along with Prosper, Marcus, and any other team members. Am I leaving out before?
I think that's us. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely have a strong team. That We Rise program as well as Local First Arizona. Shout out to Kimber. Doing great work over there with Local First Arizona, focusing and investing in locally owned businesses in the state of Arizona. So again, the link is in the chat. If there are any questions, feel free to let us know. We want to get your questions answered. This is not the last opportunity, of course, but this is the opportunity to ask questions directly from Carmen, the director of the program, as well as Joe, a experienced participant in the We Rise program who can answer firsthand what that experience is like. I'm gonna go ahead and post Carmen's contact information if you all want to, if you have any questions, you want to follow up, you want to get a hold of her to, see what it is, maybe get some more information that has already been shared. You can always go back and watch this broadcast again because it will live on our Facebook and YouTube pages. But if you have any other questions that we did not answer, please reach out to Carmen. I also want to give an opportunity to hear a little bit more about Joe. He has dedicated his time, energy, and expertise to this broadcast and definitely want to repay him as best we can. And I think give him opportunity to share a little bit more about his business, how you all can get a hold of him, how you can utilize his services. I think it would be, the fair thing to do. Joe, anything else you'd like to share?
Uh, yeah, just this that I really encourage you to apply if you're watching this. It's a great program. It's helped me refine what it is that I'm wanted to do, and actually I'm having the time of my life. It's busy. I'm busy. I basically what we're doing now is we do catering, which we do with out of the local First Kitchen in South Phoenix. My information, I guess we can post that. If you need any catering goods, I specialize in comfort food, soul food, southern food, Jamaican food. When you're feeling down, nobody wants a carrot. They want something good to stick in their belly. That's what we do. And the name Go-Go Joe's, which is funny, it comes if you're from the Washington, D.C. area. There's a style of music called go-go, which is unique to D.C. And I'm from Washington, D.C. originally. So when I moved to Phoenix 25 years ago, it was a culture shock. Believe that. And I always wanted to bring a touch of that here. What Local First and We Rise program has given me the opportunity to build a business that is also a bridge to help us build our community and talk about the different aspects of who we are and share a little bit about DC. So that's why some of the foods that we use that we feature are ones that are unique to the area. Half smokes, which is fresh kind of sausage. We do ribs, we do pulled pork, heck, we do just about everything. So if you're looking for that, you're looking for some of that food, that's fine. If you want to contact me about questions you may have about the cohort or the process, I'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. Anything I can do to assist this great program to grow and to make more entrepreneurs and independent money in our community, I'm all for. So feel free to contact me anytime.
Thank you so much, Joe. You've definitely been a great value speaking firsthand of what the experience is like. Carmen, as the leader of this program, can definitely give her insights and perspective. But there's nothing like hearing it from someone who's going through the program with that firsthand experience of being on that side of the manual, so to speak. So again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, well, hold the criticisms. It's been a long day. We don't need it right now. But no, please, if you have any questions, please reach out. We want to get you all involved. If you're looking for valuable information, looking to start a business, you've been thinking about it. Maybe you just had an idea. This might be an opportunity for you to get started. And that's one of the other things Joe mentioned earlier is that your cohort. You're all a team. You all have your independent businesses, but you can rely on one another. You can lean on one another. They are your own your test group. Like they can help you vet your ideas. It's 25 people who can tell you if your idea is whack, if the marketing strategy that you came up with need to be improved upon, if there's if you're having a struggle with figuring out your break-even point. And I say that because that was yesterday's class that I participated in. You have other classmates that can help you, guide you through this. Of course, you have to put in the work. You have to put in the time, energy, effort. Rely on your instructors. Rely on your coursework. Rely on the manual. Rely on Google if you have to. But you have a team of other people go in your same position that can, help you get through this together. And obviously, going through things as a team just generally serves for a better outcome. So I will leave each of you with a chance for some final thoughts, and then we'll close out and really encourage our community members to take advantage of this program. And let's start with Joe, and then we'll let Carmen finish this off.
Okay. My only final thoughts would be this. If you ever wanted to be your own boss, and you've always dreamed of being that, but you didn't really know what the steps were, whatever, this is the program for you. If you ever wanted to build something that is your own, a legacy that you can leave for yourself, for your children, and your grandchildren, this is the first steps. This is you. If you have a great recipe, you got a good idea, you got these great programs, you got all these different skills and techniques, bet on yourself, and this is a good way to do it. So I would encourage anybody, again, who's watching this to apply, become part of this program. The cohort is wonderful. You will not regret it. Not at all.
And Carmen.
All right. So I'm in the business of supporting my community, and I give my all to this program. Every Black-owned business that walks through my doors at Local First, I go above and beyond for them because I love my community and I want to help my community be better. And entrepreneurship to me, I believe, is one of the ways that we can um, economically grow and be economically grow and just continue on with Black excellence. So I encourage you, if that's what you're about, you have a business, you want to grow, you want to be in a space where you're going to be nurtured. You might have some tough love. Sometimes they call me Mama Cartman in the program, but also a space where you will grow. You will grow, learn, and be amazing. Then I want to encourage you to do this. Encourage you to apply to We Rise and give it your all. My colleague Prosper, who isn't here today, my co-conspirator, as I like to call him, likes to say that for Black-owned businesses, this is a retreat for you. This is a 6-month retreat for you to take a break from your day-to-day and really revisit and think through what your business is and how you want your business to succeed. So this is the program for you. If you think if you like what I'm saying, and you want to take your business to the next level, then I encourage you to apply to We Rise.
Carmen, thank you so much. Joe, thank you so much. You both have been invaluable to those in the community, whether they know it or not. I can tell you that I do, and truly appreciate all of your contributions, not only this evening, but throughout this past 6 months. And Carmen, I guess a little bit longer than that, right? Because Joe, you mentioned it. You are making an investment in your community by just being successful. You are setting an example for the next generation. You are providing a service that is sorely needed, particularly those out in Arizona who are not familiar with your brand of cuisine or your flavor of it. So I want to thank you all for your time, energy, and efforts tonight. If you're out in the audience, you see the link scrolling below. You see the link in the chat, localfirstaz.com/we rise. We want to hear from you. We want to know that you're interested. Even if you don't think you're ready, if you don't think you'll get accepted, go ahead and try. Worst case scenario, you have put yourself on our radar. There's other workshops that we do here at the Greater Phoenix Urban League that you might be able to take advantage of. There are other one-day courses and boot camps and things of that nature. If you're not ready for a 6-month boot camp, stay tuned to what the Greater Phoenix Urban League is doing. Stay tuned to what Local First Arizona is doing. You have plenty of opportunities to gain some of this valuable knowledge from two stellar nonprofit organizations reinvesting in our local communities. So with that being said, I'm going to wish you all a good evening. And don't forget to apply for the We Rise program with Local First Arizona in partnership with the Greater Phoenix Urban League. You all have a great night.